Hey there, so thanks for joining me. Wanted to give you some quick tips on how I take inventory that's inactive for a variety of reasons, but specifically what has happened to us when we first started using Inventory Lab. We didn't realize that Inventory Lab does not notify you when a product is restricted. So we ended up creating a few listings or shipping some products into FBA that could only be sold in a used condition, but we sold it or attempted to list it in new condition. So when it arrived to FBA, yes, it got checked in, but it got deactivated. So it's now sitting stranded in our inactive inventory. So option one would be you create a removal order and pay the 50 to 60 cents and wait, a couple of weeks to receive the goods back. Upon then, you relabel them and relist them in a used condition because they're restricted for whatever reason. Um, and then you create a new shipment and pay for the shipping back to Amazon, right? And then sell it FBA in the used condition. However, just being, a bit creative, thinking outside the box, decided to try something new out, which is instead of that option one, option two is you go into your inventory right here and you create a merchant fulfilled listing for the same product, but you create it in the used condition. And then once the product sells, merchant fulfilled, you create a fulfillment order using multi-channel fulfillment because it's already in FBA. So you very easily pay the shipping to Amazon, create the order, and voila, you get your order shipped out the door. So uh, I had this idea a week ago and created a few listings for it was like three different products that we had that were inactive under these circumstances. So let me show you how to one, find your inactive or stranded inventory, um, and then two, how to create your listing, and then three, we'll just run you through exactly how you would create your multi-channel fulfillment order to have Amazon ship that product to the customer. So step one, you're going to come into your inventory, manage inventory, and then at the top of the screen you'll see fixed stranded inventory, so you can click on that, or you could just as easily click on inactive inventory, for example, and then come over to where it says available and just click on that, and that will sort your inventory from high to low. So it'll pull up the largest quantity first of inactive products. So you see here I have this one product that I listed in new condition. However, due to some agreement with Amazon and this company, third-party sellers that aren't authorized dealers cannot sell the product in new condition. And if you were to scan this product or enter the UPC into one of your into your Amazon seller app, it would say restricted, cannot sell this product in new condition. But you can sell it in a used or collectible condition. However, the caveat there is if you don't double check in your Amazon seller app and you just are scouting using like Profit Bandit, or for us, we're using Scoutify or the Inventory Lab research tool, it will not tell you that the item is restricted. In addition to that, when you create your listing using Inventory Lab, it's not a problem. Amazon doesn't block Inventory Lab from sending these products through in this condition. So that's the issue with this product, which is why it's inactive. And again, instead of paying to have it returned and then paying to ship it back, relabeled and relisted, just come over here to the right of the screen. Actually, nope, not that part yet. Just come here. I'll copy the ASIN. Just open up a new tab here. Do the same thing. Add a product, just like you're creating a brand new product, a listing for your product. Enter the ASIN. And as you can see here, you need approval to list in this brand, all right, which we do not have. And considering we only have 2 units, I don't think whatever the approval process may be, I don't know that it would necessarily be worth it. We don't have products. So we're going to sell ours in refurbished used condition. Now the only thing different with this is when you get to the end, fulfillment channel, you probably have your options selected for this one. I want Amazon to ship and provide customer service for my items, which is FBA. But you'll want to switch that to I want to ship the item myself to the customer if it sells. So just switch that. Enter your quantity. I mean, these are brand new products. It's just Amazon's not allowing us to sell it new, so we'll put it in used like new condition. And always put a condition note for used products. It'll just help you to stand out and really identify if there's anything in fact used about the product or what have you. So condition note, you could just say it's brand new, unopened, with factory seals. So you enter that information in there. You want to check what's going on with the listing and see where it's at. So we'll come in here, view Amazon detail page, just see what's going on with the used products. Okay, so we see here on the listing, Amazon selling it new for $46. There's a few other new sellers here, but we're playing around in the used section, so I'm going to assume that used very good, used good, we're right in here, used like new. And since we're not going to be FBA with our order, we're going to be merchant fulfilled like these listings are. We'll probably, depending on how quickly you want to sell it, you'll want to price yourself just underneath here. Plus, since we don't do much merchant fulfilled, we can offer free shipping, or we don't really do any merchant fulfilled, in fact. This will be our probably first one in the past month. We'll want to price ourselves like $5 under this because we're gonna have to charge probably $5 to ship it. That's what our default shipping option is. So I don't know. Come back in here, enter our price. And you just click on save and finish there, which I've already done this, so I don't want to create another listing, but I will come back into our inventory and show you when I search this what we see now. So you can see that I had this new listing that was inactive because of listing in new and not being authorized to. And I have this active listing now, which is merchant fulfilled, but it is active and it's listed in the correct condition. So now that you have your active listing set up, if you get one of these notifications here, which we did for another product that we had the exact same case of, once you get these notices, you'll need to go ahead and create a shipment to have the product sent out. And if you've never done this before, one of the coolest things about FBA for sure is multi-channel fulfillment, being able to fulfill orders of products that you have in stock in an FBA warehouse simply by going to your inventory, just pull that product back up, going to your FBA inactive listing here, or you could do it for any other product if you were to sell on eBay or Etsy or off your own website, whatever it may be. And you want to select Create Fulfillment Order. Okay, Create Fulfillment Order. And then you enter in the information here. And I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter if you're where the product is, whether you're shipping it to the west, if it's on the East Coast and you're shipping it to the West Coast, or it's on the West Coast and you're shipping it to the East Coast. When you're using multi-channel fulfillment, I've only seen one rate for each product, so it won't necessarily change if you're shipping to California or you're shipping to New York. So just a heads up if you wanted to play around with this. I'm just punching in my my old address here. So put in the address. You can put in the order ID from the merchant fulfilled order to help track it. Just confirm the number of units are correct there. Click continue. And then depending on what type of shipping you offered, the basic default option is your standard shipping. So for standard shipping of this unit, it's $6.40. So you can imagine, one, you're saving a bunch of fees by not doing FBA, and in option one, you would have had to pay for your removal order and then pay for new inbound shipping and then the time. So, this option can be very easy and cost effective. So from here, you just click on place order, and voila, it'll go ahead and be shipped out for you. One thing you definitely want to do with Amazon when you're doing merchant fulfilled orders is always provide a tracking number. Always provide a tracking number. Helps with your metrics, keeps the customer happy, which keeps Amazon happy, which keeps your account healthy. And that's what you need to focus on for sure. And if you want to track the status of your multi-channel fulfillment orders, just come up to the two multi-channel fulfillment orders that I created here. So the first stage is shipping, the second stage is planning, and when you see the third stage, which says complete, that means that the order has been, it's been picked, packed, and shipped. And when you click into the order details here, it'll give you the tracking information, all of the order information, and with which carrier, at which point once you have that information, you want to come in here, confirm shipment as soon as you can, and then enter in the tracking number and submit that through, and your metrics will look great. Just keep in mind, you have your expected ship date, so the sooner you can create these orders, the better, because with standard multi-channel fulfillment orders, it can take 24 hours for them to complete it. So you just want to make sure that you're staying in line with your agreed upon shipping expectations. So there you have it. That's just another way to generate some sales from inactive, stagnant inventory. Some other ideas for sure are using this to create multi-packs. So if you have a product, let's say, that you intended to sell for $10, and then somebody came in and has 1,000 units and they're selling it for $6, $7. Well, yeah, option one would be, you can compete on price there, all right. Or option two is you could create a new listing of a multi-pack with 2 or 3 items or 4, and mark up the price to be more competitive. So that's an option, multi-packing. You could also, so maybe it's a little gray, you could do bundles where you create a new listing, and when somebody orders the product, you create 2 orders, one for the frying pan, which is under one listing in FBA, and the other one for the spatula. So you can be very creative with this. And the more merchant fulfilled orders you do, the better shipping metrics you'll have, and the more shipping options you can offer, like free shipping or expedited free shipping, things that will help to incentivize the buyer to steer away from, or not steer away from, but consider non-FBA, non-prime offers. So personally, we're just using this to do a little New Year cleaning. Merchant fulfilled is not very, it's not automated at all, so it's not our thing. But hey, it's all about what works for you, what makes you happy, what gives you the most, time, freedom, and money. So hope you enjoyed that. Post any comments or questions to the YouTube video. You could also check us out at newlypreneurs.com, where we're always posting new content, new videos, and we even have our own income reports on there, so you can see exactly how much we're selling and how profitable we are. So thanks for joining me today. We'll check you out in the next video.